Hey, this is Jay, the Money Mentor, and today on Flip, Financial Literacy Investment Program brought to you by Paving Great Futures, we're talking about the 80-20 principle. Now, the 80-20 principle, I got it from a book by Richard Koch. It's a great book. Make sure you go out and get it, called the 80-20 principle. But he based that on Pareto's principle, where he believed that 80% of the land in Italy was owned by 20% of the population. So then he started to dive deeper into that concept and realized that you get 80% of the effects by 20% of the causes. So what that means is the 20% you typically put into something, you can get 80% out, right? Now here's a good example. McDonald's, they make 80% of their profits off of 20% of their product. That may be fries and soda, that 20% of the menu, but brings in 80% of the product. So the 80-20 rule goes for businesses, it goes for your personal life and self-development as well, because the 20% of negative thoughts you may be thinking on, or the 20% of those activities you do throughout the day, may bring 80% of what's coming to you in your life, right? So if you're thinking about something in a negative way 20% of the day, that can affect your life in 80%, right? So you have to be very careful of what you're putting out there and what you get back in relation, right? Now the same thing works with your finances. You can start setting aside 20% a month of what you make. And then in the future, because of the magic of compound interest, you'll be able to bring an income that you'll need that helps you out with 80% of your life, right? So that's how we need to start thinking about these things, the compound effect. Now, the 80-20 principle is very, very important for you to master, but you have to sit back, you have to analyze, what is it that I'm doing with, say, 20% of my time that I'm realizing it's affecting my life for 80% of what it is. For me, I had realized maybe being on social media, right? You may be being on social media 20% of your time, but somehow with your thoughts, your emotions is affecting 80% of your life. I'm not saying don't be on there. Maybe you can just do something more productive on social media with that 20% of your time to bring in a more 80% positive part of your life to start to turn that around. So always think about life when it comes to the 80-20 principle. Whether it's your business, what products are you selling? That 20% that's bringing in 80% of that. What part of your monthly income that you can put out 20% from and go put it somewhere where it gains compound interest that can help you with 80% of your income in the future. So start thinking about the 80-20 principle. Pick up the book by Richard Koch called the 80-20 principle. Study the Pareto's law and you'll get more information, and it'll help you be better in your business, help you be better in your finances, help you be better in your personal life. This is Jay, the Money Mentor. That's today's lesson on Flip, Financial Literacy Investment Program, brought to you by Paving Great Futures. Peace.